There are things that public relations companies don't tell their customers or prospects. So we thought on today's Think Public Relations Espresso, we'd give it a go. The first thing that a public relations company won't tell you is that the amount of money they charge for the retainer has absolutely no correlation with what it's going to cost to deliver the objectives that you're looking to get from public relations. It's about costing based on what the outcomes are rather than just coming up with a retainer that's a minimum amount of money they want to take from you every month and doing it on a regular basis over 3, 6 or even 12 months. The next thing is that public relations is about more than media relations. Public relations is about building relationships with audiences, and the media is just one of them. The next thing is that the public relations retainer is unnecessary. You don't need to pay it, particularly as a small business. Your business is going to change and therefore your public relations is going to change. So the amount of money that you pay every month should be flexible. It should vary depending on the activities you really need to be doing to deliver your objectives. Fourth, the next thing that they won't tell you is that you need to have commercial outcomes. Coverage and awareness is often what most public relations agencies sell, but in reality, the value of public relations can be measured by commercial benefit and should be measured by commercial outcomes. The next thing that a public relations company won't tell you is that you should expect to do some groundwork. It's not about handing over the reins and handing over the process of building relationships to somebody else and walking away and turning up just for interviews. So expect to put some work in yourself. If you don't, then you're not going to get the best value out of public relations. It's very clear. The next thing is that the value of public relations isn't based on the amount of press coverage you get, the amount of interviews you get, the amount of traffic you get. The value of public relations is based on the quality of the advice that you get and the commercial outcomes of the value. It's based on achieving what you want to achieve from it, not what the public relations company tells you it's measured on. The next thing is that you should be doing your own media outreach. Journalists would much rather talk with you as the entrepreneur or the small business owner rather than a paid voice. Your customers certainly want to hear from you. So if you're getting a public relations company to do your media outreach, stop. Get them to help you to develop a strategy, but do the outreach yourself. The next thing is that public relations is something which encompasses and touches every part of a business, whether it's a 1 or 2 person business or whether it's a 1 or 2,000 person business. It affects sales, marketing, customer service, and also product development and every piece of the business. So it's not something you pass across to an agency. You get press coverage, and that's the end of the responsibility within the business. The next thing they won't tell you is that less is often more. It's about what you do, not the volume of what you do that matters. So when they try to sell you things that take hours and hours to do, or they try and pack in tactic after tactic to look at a really complicated strategy, then you might want to think again. And the final thing that a public relations company won't tell you is that you need to review the activity regularly. People are very keen on developing an annual plan, which is great. It gives you an overview on where you want to go, but within that you need to have both a strategic and a tactical plan that you look at probably every 30 days. As a small business or a startup, your business is changing, it's growing, and therefore your public relations program needs to change as well. So review it regularly. It will tell you whether it's moving towards achieving the objectives or whether you're making no progress at all. If you don't review it, you can't then figure out whether you're getting closer and how you can make it happen more quickly, or if you're not making progress, what you need to stop doing and also come up with some brand new ideas. So those are 10 things that a public relations company won't tell its customers or its prospects. So we thought we would do. Any questions, please get in touch. You can get in touch anytime via Twitter @ThinkLinden. You can get in touch via cell phone at 647-773-2677, or you can drop an email to Linden, which is LYNDON @thinkdifferently.ca.